Hello everybody, and today's video from Media Collector Madness, and I'm Sean. Today is going to be a different video because as a lot of you have seen from my channel, I mainly do pickup videos, but today I decided I'm going to try something different. I'm going to pick a topic and see how it goes. Hopefully you'll like the video and like, comment and subscribe. I'm close to 100 subscribers now, which is fantastic. So today the topic is movies from 1984. Uh, what I've done, I've picked just 5 movies just to get the ball rolling, and let me know what you think of them. And if there's any movies from 1984 you'd like to be added, because I'm sure there's going to be a few parts to this series. So this is all new to me. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Give me your positive or negative feedback and let me know what you think. So I've only picked 5, and there's so many more I could pick, as 1984 is probably one of my best favourite years in movies. So many iconic movies in there. Shout out to the horror fans. Obviously I'm not a horror fan, but there's Nightmare on Elm Street, and I believe there's a Friday the 13th. I think it's the final chapter, but I could be wrong on that one. So I'll shout those two out. So yeah, let's get into it. And something new and exciting, I suppose. So we're going to start off with The Terminator. Fantastic movie. Spawned several sequels, and I believe there was a cartoon and a toy line, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as the villain, as the Terminator. Michael Biehn stars as Carl Reese. Awesome movie. Downgraded. When I first watched this, it was an 18, and it got downgraded to a 15. Probably one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's most iconic roles. A lot of action in there. Certain horror element, which I've heard from AP Stevens and Ryan from Let's Get Kicking Movies. They did a special video on it, so check that out if you can. Yeah, I really enjoyed this film. I watched the making of documentary on it, and Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about working as a machine, where he turns his head and then his eyes, and then yeah, it was really interesting how he done it. Yeah, so this spawned several sequels, and the catchphrase "I'll be back." It's a real cat and mouse tale, I suppose you could call it. He's chasing after Sarah Connor, and yeah, so well worth checking out if you've never seen it. A great Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and around this time I believe he was at his best, with several other films that he'd done, like Running Man, Predator, Raw Deal, Total Recall, all the stuff that he's done in the 80s and early 90s. So yeah, well worth checking out. Second movie, I went for Beverly Hills Cop, and this one I watched a couple of weeks ago. Still a great movie, still one of my favourite Eddie Murphy films. So yeah, check this one out. It stars Eddie Murphy as Axel Foley, whose friend comes to visit him from Beverly Hills and is killed. So he goes to Beverly Hills to investigate, and yeah, very, very enjoyable, very funny. There's quite a bit of action in there. So if you've never seen this one, check it out. It's well worth the watch. I believe it's on Netflix if you can't get it on the physical media. And this is definitely the best one out of the 3 that they've done so far. I believe I think they're discussing doing number 4. So I don't know how good that's going to be. But yeah, very good. Check it out. Next one, I think it's an underrated comedy and stars Tom Hanks, John Candy, Daryl Hannah, and Eugene Levy. Splash. A charming little comedy about a mermaid. Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks and John Candy are brothers in this. They try to hide her identity and try and keep her a secret from labs and stuff like that. Very funny, especially for the time. Rated PG. This is probably one of the first films I can actually remember watching when I was little, and yeah, it stuck with me. And I'm going to give this another rewatch soon, as it's been a while. But yeah, very nostalgic for this one, and I think it's an underrated comedy as well. So check this one out. Early Tom Hanks, which is, I think, probably one of his best eras. Although I like his serious stuff, but I do like his comedies more. So yeah, check this one out if you've never seen it. So next up, Ghostbusters, the first one, and this is starring Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, Sigourney Weaver, Rick Moranis. Great movie. This is another one that I've grown up watching over the years. Absolutely brilliant. 4 guys go looking for ghosts, and very practical with the effects, which is what I like. Not much CGI. Great movie. Worth checking out if you've never seen it. And it spawned a couple of sequels and a reboot in 2016. Yeah, so check this one out. Very, very good. Very, very funny. And I believe that this was long after Saturday Night Live as well, where Bill Murray and Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd worked together on that. And it also spawned movies like Stripes, which is another good Bill Murray movie, and Harold Ramis and John Candy. So check this one out if you've never seen it. And also Ghostbusters 2 if you like. So the last movie I picked, and certainly not the least, Supergirl, starring Helen Slater, Peter O'Toole, and Faye Dunaway. So Supergirl comes to Earth, and she's the cousin of Superman and Clark Kent. And Helen Slater's been involved in this franchise for a while now. She played Supergirl's mum in the TV show that's just finished airing, and she played Clark Kent's mum in Smallville. So she's been around the franchise for a while. I think this is quite an underrated film. Um, it's a shame it didn't go and make any more sequels to this, because I think a sequel would have been good. Set in the same timeline as Christopher Reeve's Superman. You see a little bit of a mention of him and a poster. Peter O'Toole makes a small appearance in this film. Pretty good. Also, the Phantom Zone is in it. So this is definitely one superhero movie worth watching, and that's Supergirl. So there you have it. 5 movies from 1984. Yeah, so the reason I picked 1984 was for a collaboration I did last year with AP from the Movie Cheer podcast to celebrate his number of shows that he's done. I believe it was 50 shows, I think, off the top of my head. Yeah, so I'm going to do another 5 movies from 1984, and then I'm going to pick different years. So if there's any movies that you'd like to see in the next video, then leave the comments down below and let me know what you think of this one. Have I not discussed the movies long enough, or whatever? If you'd like a more in-depth reviews on each one, then let me know. Yeah, so I'm all new to this, so any criticism is helpful to me, as I want to expand the channel a lot more and do some out and about stuff. I believe I'm going to be going to Smith's Toys very soon, so I'm going to try and do some filming there. Thanks again for watching the video. Like, comment and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and yeah, thank you very much, and see you next time.